Would you be comfortable with your primary school children being taught that white privilege is a fact? Do you think that saying that you don't see colour is a microaggression?
Well, GBNews' culture and social affairs editor Inaya Folarin Iman joins us now to discuss an exclusive investigation by GBNews which obtained widespread evidence of possible politicised teaching in education to children as young as 3 years old. What's the latest, Inaya?
Well, I think many people remember in late 2020, Equalities Minister Kemi Badenoch making a statement in the House of Commons saying that teaching white privilege as a fact is illegal. And then after that, there were several media reports which continued to reveal that actually possible politicised education was continuing. And we had Nadeem Zahawi, the Education Secretary, in February of this year, actually making a public intervention and issuing guidance around this. But we've done further investigation and spoken to many parents and teachers and also obtained documents which actually reveal that children as young as 3 years old are potentially still being taught politicised education. So we found evidence of kids in primary school being taught about intersectionality, white privilege concepts that many people in the adult world have no idea what it means. I mean, one of the documents that we obtained, that we have an image of that actually, said that racism was started by white people a very long time ago in order to make life more difficult for non-white people. So we have it on there. It says racism started a long time ago when white people wanted to have more control over other people who were not white. For a lot of primary school, this is for primary school kids, many primary school kids will have no idea what that means.
And just for our radio viewers, we are showing, is this a graphic of a book? Is this a book, literature that's being handed out in
That's being given to kids?
That's an actual poster or a book or something.
And another thing that was said on that particular leaflet said that racism is about power and is deeply embedded within society. Children have no idea what that means, and that leaves it so open to massive interpretation. But it can also make kids feel really insecure, not understanding what that means, thinking that their other classmates may be prejudiced towards them because of what they look like. They may not even know what being black or white means if they're as young as 5 years old. So we spoke to a teacher who was speaking publicly for the first time. He said that he's really worried that this is actually increasing and gaining momentum within education. And unfortunately, it seems that not enough is being done about it.
That's insane. I'd have to kick off about that because presumably, you know, the implication there is that, you know, all white people are or white people started racism. Can't I just say there's racism everywhere, right? There's racism, you know, massive racism actually in the Middle East, in Africa, in places. It's not a white person thing.
Well, exactly. And we spoke to one parent who said that they'd sent an email about other materials that were sent. Oftentimes, they didn't receive one and felt blacklisted and demoralised. There was actually one parent who said that actually when they did send an email questioning one of the materials they received, that they received a reply saying, so you don't believe in equality then?
Oh, good.
And this is actually what a lot of parents are feeling when they actually intervene about these issues, that they are feeling very isolated and there is not a response. And so just relying on these government interventions, one campaigner said to us, it's just not enough. The government really needs to take responsibility for what is going on in education because this could have really disastrous consequences in the long term for young children.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely absurd, and I would definitely encourage people, don't be, if your kid comes home with one of these materials,
burn it.
Well, not just that, but write an email, you know, put it on social media, get in contact with your MP as well, because, you know, it's absolutely unacceptable, I think.
Yeah, Inaya, cracking report there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Inaya.
Iman there, of course.